In the bustling metropolis of Tokyo, where neon lights illuminated towering skyscrapers and the cacophony of city life never ceased, two extraordinary students found themselves at the center of an otherworldly invasion. Takashi, a 15-year-old Japanese boy with spiky blonde hair that defied gravity and piercing blue eyes that seemed to hold secrets beyond his years, clutched a cursed golden amulet around his neck. His classmate, Karen, a 14-year-old girl with flowing pink hair that cascaded down her back like cherry blossoms and eyes as blue as the summer sky, stood beside him. Both wore the crisp white shirts and navy blue blazers of their high school uniform, but their appearances belied the incredible powers they possessed. As the first wave of alien creatures descended upon the city, their grotesque forms casting long shadows over the panicked crowds, Takashi felt the familiar surge of energy coursing through his veins. "Karen, we need to act now," he shouted, his voice barely audible over the chaos. Without hesitation, he grasped the golden amulet, its surface pulsing with an eerie light. In an instant, Takashi's form began to shift and contort, his human features melting away to reveal a majestic white dire wolf, its fur gleaming like freshly fallen snow and its eyes retaining their human-like intelligence. Karen nodded solemnly, her delicate features set with determination. "I'm ready, Takashi," she replied, raising her hands as a swirling vortex of mystical energy began to form around her. With a voice that seemed to echo with ancient power, she called forth her first summoning "Come forth, Guardian Phoenix." In a burst of flames, a magnificent bird with feathers of gold and crimson materialized beside her, its wings spanning the width of the street. The two heroes stood side by side, facing the horde of nightmarish creatures that threatened their home. The battle raged through the night, with Takashi's lupine form tearing through the alien ranks with savage grace while Karen's summoned beasts, from thunderous unicorns to scaled dragons, fought alongside them. The city became a war zone, with overturned cars and shattered windows marking the path of destruction. As dawn broke, casting an eerie red glow over the smoke-filled sky, a new threat emerged. A towering demon, its obsidian skin crackling with dark energy and eyes blazing like infernal coals, rose from the depths of the earth, its massive clawed hands crushing buildings as if they were made of paper. "We can't let fear hold us back now," Takashi growled, his wolf form panting heavily from exertion. Karen, her school uniform torn and smudged with soot, nodded in agreement. "Together, we're stronger than any evil," she affirmed, her voice unwavering despite the exhaustion evident in her stance. As the demon roared, shaking the very foundations of the city, Karen closed her eyes in concentration. "I summon the Celestial Guardian," she cried out, her voice carrying power beyond her years. A blinding light erupted from the sky, and a colossal being of pure radiance descended, its form reminiscent of an ancient samurai warrior. Takashi, drawing upon the last reserves of his strength, let out a haunting howl that seemed to resonate with the very essence of the earth. The cursed amulet around his neck pulsed with an intensity that threatened to overwhelm him, but he stood firm. As if responding to his call, the spirits of the city, the countless souls who had lived and died in Tokyo over centuries, began to materialize around him, lending their strength to his lupine form. With a final, desperate lunge, Takashi and the Celestial Guardian engaged the demon in a cataclysmic battle that shook the heavens and the earth. As the dust settled and the first rays of true sunlight pierced through the dissipating clouds, Takashi and Karen stood victorious amidst the rubble. The demon had been vanquished, its dark essence scattered to the winds, and the alien invasion thwarted. Slowly, the citizens of Tokyo emerged from their shelters, their eyes wide with a mixture of fear and awe as they beheld their young saviors. Takashi, now back in his human form, placed a comforting hand on Karen's shoulder. "We did it," he said softly, his blue eyes reflecting the relief and pride they both felt. Karen smiled, her pink hair gently swaying in the breeze. "Yes, we did," she replied, "but I have a feeling our adventure is far from over." As if in response to her words, the golden amulet glowed once more, a reminder that in this new world of monsters and magic, their duty to protect humanity had only just begun.